If you are ready to step into the future with your website conversions, look no further than this video, because I'm going to show you how you can create a vibe code app for your website that helps you convert more leads with a calculator. If it sounds too good to be true, you definitely want to stay tuned because we are unpacking it step by step, and I promise you it's way easier than you can even imagine. So stick around and let's get into it. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Gareth and this is Gap Consulting. It's our mission to help you unlock the full potential of no-code tools, and Fillout and Zite, the two tools that we're using here today, are the cornerstone of so many of the different solutions that we build with our clients. Now, before we get into the heart of things, I first want to invite you to join me for a free inquiry call. If you are new to no code and you would like a strategy session, we offer these entirely free on our website. I'll go ahead and drop the link below so that you can hop on and discuss with someone on our team what it would look like to have something like this built for you. But without further ado, let's hop on into the heart of things and take a look at what I've created. And I want to highlight that I've only done one simple round so far with the Zite AI prompt. Now, first you might ask, what in the world is Zite? If you're not used to it or if you haven't used it yet, it's a vibe coding solution. It allows you to build entire applications just by chatting with AI. I know it sounds too good to be true. I was also skeptical when it first launched, but it has started improving very, very quickly over a short amount of time, and it now allows you to build legitimate apps and solutions without needing any code whatsoever on the back end. More importantly, Zite also allows us to store data in the database. It allows us to build our own workflows. All of this can be done directly in with the AI, but we can also break it out and get more specialized control. It's a really powerful tool that comes from the founders of Fillout. And if you're not already using Zite, I encourage you to sign up using the affiliate link that I'll share below. You can get some free credits, get some bonuses when you sign up with that link. And most importantly, start building your own solutions without any code. Let's go ahead and dive into what I've done, and I want to walk you through why this is so valuable. We are putting together an estimating budget calculator. So right on our website, we envisioned that we could allow our users to fill out a form and get an estimate right then and there on our website or right in the app. So right here, we've provided a list of different questions. In this case, the project type. We're also listing the team size. So how many people are using the system? What is the number of workflows to automate? How many integrations are needed? And what is the urgency in timeline? Then lastly, we can add on a toggle of whether or not they want to include AI or advanced automation. And what we're looking to do is having this estimator just automatically update when these fields are filled out. Sounds too good to be true? I was a little skeptical too, but look at this. This was one prompt that I dropped in, and Zite went to work, built all of these components in under 5 minutes, and we have a working system that includes both the form as well as an estimator output. Now, you might wonder how I got here to begin with, and I strongly recommend using ChatGPT in parallel to building your vibe coding apps. Especially if you're new to vibe coding, it can be really helpful to first talk with ChatGPT on a separate thread or another AI if you have a different AI that you prefer. So here you can see that I've actually had a little bit of back and forth. You know, we talked about use cases and I said, this is a great one. Please provide me with a sample prompt that I can share with Zite. I didn't want to have to write up the whole thing myself. And here it is. That whole thing that you saw on my other page was just copy and pasted directly from ChatGPT. And it's even given me some optional or later iterations that we can include here. Things like capturing email, things like storing submissions in the database layer, and then also an option to build another estimate reset button. So these are some really great ways that we could improve this. Now, as a general rule, after I get some output from ChatGPT and I head on over to Zite, I don't want to overwhelm Zite with everything all at once. So I actually kind of bake it into my prompting that I want to go in an iterative way. I want to make sure that I build a little bit at a time and that I can test it out before moving on. So here's what we have so far. We are going to test out what this thing is, and I am currently in preview mode. And we're going to go ahead and just fill out some information. Let's say I was a client. I was visiting this estimator and I wanted to get an idea of what it might cost for me to build something in no code if I was hiring this team. I could say I'm looking for a client portal. Now, I do want to highlight that it says complete all of the fields before you'll see the estimated budget. Maybe I've got a team size of 4 to 10. Maybe I've got 6 to 10 workflows. In terms of integrations, I'm going to need 2. And in terms of urgency, I might be flexible. And just like that, it gives me an estimated budget of $10,000 US with an approximate 4-week build time at $2,500 a week. And it even calls out that we have a discovery credited if proceeding. We have a recommended approach to this, and I can book my strategy call as an outcome of filling this out. So it's so cool that this is just here, all available. And again, this is just one pass in Zite. Now I want to see if I turn it up a little bit, where are the limits, or what's the high end here for the estimator. So if I go in here, you see as I start maxing things out, it's adding to the budget. If I turn on AI, so it looks like on the high range of the budget, maybe it caps out around 15K. If I go on the very simple side of the budget, I'm curious what the lower limit is. We can see that it is getting down to 5,000. And again, it's recommending a weekly build model with fixed weekly outcomes. So, it sounds pretty simple, but it is giving me a range. And as I make these adjustments or I enter more information in here and make my project more complex, then the budget increases. And then the other cool part was that the call to action, the 20-minute strategy call, was dynamic. It only appeared after all of this information showed up. So that is really neat stuff. Having now a dynamic calculator based on my form inputs. And of course, I can make all kinds of tweaks here, but this is how it's showing up on one simple prompt. So what are you going to use Zite for? What different vibe coding apps do you have in mind where you could build a really simple calculator like this with just a simple prompt and start capturing leads more effectively? When you give your clients more information, they are more likely to trust and they are more willing to take the next step with you. I strongly recommend that you explore different options using Zite, like this calculator, that can allow you to capture more of the right kind of lead for your business. I hope you got a ton of value from this video, and if you do want to talk to our team about how we can help, swing by our website because we would love to have a conversation with you about this very thing or anything else that you're working on in no code. If you got value from this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, most importantly, keep on building.